That's the secret
Yes.
to a long marriage. Stop the snoring. I'm feeling like I've started a new chapter. Trying to do things that scare me. Trying to do things that I've told myself, possibly in my first chapter, that I can't or shouldn't do. We'd buried Mum, and it was, I think 2 weeks later, I found out that I was pregnant with Mackenzie.
Hello and welcome to Second Act, the podcast and community for women in midlife who refuse to fade into the background. I'm your host, Ateh Jewel, and I'll be speaking to celebrity guests about the moment they knew they were in their second act and how they're changing the game in their next one. Second Act is brought to you by Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, the iconic skincare collection designed to support the skin's natural nightly renewal process, harnessing over 40 years of pioneering night science research. This week, we're welcoming actress Myles to the show. You might know her as Gwen Cooper in the sci-fi series Torchwood, or for her starring role in Keeping Faith. She's also been in shows like Doctor Who and A Very English Scandal. Her latest role is in the new BBC drama, The Guest. I can't wait to have her on. Myles, welcome to Second Act. I am so excited for this chat today. Myles, welcome to Second Act, and hello.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. I would love to know, how would you summarise your first act in 3 words?
Lack of sleep.
Oh, talk to me.
Well, I think...
You're very fresh-faced, by the way, so...
Am I?
Yes.
Oh, well, don't come too close. I mean, it's hiding a multitude of sins, my foundation. I think, you know, the 90s was fantastic. We were just chatting about the 90s.
Oh, I love the 90s.
And it was just, it was one long party, wasn't it? And, you know, drama school was just one big hangover.
Was it like Fame? I want to feel it was like Fame.
Well,
Everyone's
I thought
like
so.
high kicking and dancing.
I thought so at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've got injuries now that, you know, were caused by me thinking I was in Fame most of my life. But yeah, I think it was a great time, actually. You know, you didn't have any responsibilities, did you? You didn't have mortgages, didn't have children, you know, you had partners, and it was just a good time.
Did you always know you wanted to get into acting, go to drama school? Was this something that you were like, I'm going, I know it, I feel it in my bones?
Well, it was either that or prison, I think. So, you know, I think my parents were pleased that I had some sort of direction in life. There was no drama at school with us. And we had a wonderful woman come in called Hazel Williams. And she was a Welsh teacher, actually. And she came in and she was an actress. And she just started this little lunchtime drama group up. And we put on Willie Russell's Our Day Out. And she kind of pulled me aside and she just said, do you want to try out for the National Youth Theatre of Wales? I thought that was a pub. And I was like, I absolutely would like to try that out. And she introduced me to this kind of world.
I want to cry.
And that's how it happened.
God bless the Hazels, the teachers
Yeah,
who see
absolutely.
you.
God bless the Hazel Williamses, yes.
Yeah, so she saw you and she knew you were a star and she put you forward. Did you have an imposter syndrome? Did you feel this is for me, or did you have that youthful...
Did I? I do.
Oh,
on a
still?
daily, yeah, no, constantly I have imposter syndrome. Yeah. Sitting here with you, I'm going to go in, why do they want to know about me? No, and that's healthy. That's all right.
We all have it.
It keeps us grounded.
And thank you for saying. If you were to give yourself a report card for your first act, what would it say?
Read more.
Read more what?
Anything and everything. Just read more. Learn as much as you can. Get as much information as you possibly can, and don't be so hard on yourself.
Oh, I love that. So were you bookish, or do you think you didn't have time for it, or you just wish you'd had more, I don't know, gave yourself up more to books, or how does that happen?
Well, where I was brought up in a very pretty place, a very beautiful place, but, you know, we had very little. So I used film and books to escape. And that started my creative juices, I think. So, but I still feel, especially when I was in drama school, I wish I'd knuckled down a little bit more and just read more plays. I'd like to be a bit more knowledgeable about more plays, you know.
You don't realise how delicious it is to study and what a selfish act, because we're mummies.
Yes.
And you just, sometimes you don't even have time for a shower. Like, you
my
don't have time to eat. You don't have time to do anything.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Yeah. Sorry.
I would have agreed.
Yes. I mean, the knocks on the door in the bathroom, please. We've all been there if you've got toddlers.
Yeah.
But, that's the one time in your life where it's all about you at university or school.
Yes.
So that is a golden time. I completely relate to that.
It is. It's a precious time, and I would imagine you're the same with your girls, that when my eldest daughter now is already starting to think about, what university she's going to go to and what she's going to study. And there's a huge part of me that's just so envious of that time where you can actually do something that you love and go deeper with it and try and take every opportunity that is handed to you.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's expensive not to take opportunities,
It's
isn't it?
absolutely. And the thing about reading is that, isn't it lovely just to kind of open a book and just disappear into it? And, all these people on holiday, I say it through gritted teeth, because I've got 3 children. I never get to take a book. This holiday I did. And it's a treat.
It's delicious.
And the older you get, the more you appreciate it, I think. Because it's just a bit of time to switch off, a bit of time for yourself, and it's a bit of self-care.
It is self-care. Reading is self-care.
Yeah,
I love
think
that.
so.
Read more. #read more books.
Yeah.
It's self-care.
Spoil yourself.
What does the term second act mean to you?
I think the term means to me just kind of enjoy today and tomorrow will take care of itself. Yeah. That was a saying my dad would always say to me, stay in the now. And it's hard to do that. It's not an easy thing to do because especially as parents, you're always kind of forward thinking, you're always planning, you're always making sure everybody's got everything they need. But the older I get, the more I'm trying to just enjoy today.
I read this thing saying animals and children stay in the present.
Oh.
And that's why they're happy. Isn't that interesting?
Oh, that's great.
Because they're just like, what's happening?
Yes, it's now.
It's now, animals and
Yes.
children, and that's why they're happy.
That makes complete sense.
As an actor, do you feel that it's really important to stay present in acting? Like, is that what makes it more powerful? Because that's hard, isn't it, that discipline of being present?
Yes, it's about constantly listening. You're always listening. And as soon as you stop listening, it kind of all starts to kind of just unravel. But if you can stay in the moment with acting, that's when the magic happens. If you're over-rehearsed or if you go into something and you're already thinking about the next couple of scenes or you've slightly kind of diverted, then you're not in that moment. So it's a great example, actually, of being in the moment is what I do for my job all the time. That's when it works.
Yeah,
You can tell when you're not in the moment. I can anyway, because I'm very self-critical. But.
I always think acting is being an emotional detective.
Oh.
Where you're just really interested in people and stories and being present. I find it fascinating. What was the moment that you knew you were in your second act? Do it. Say it.
Kat's shaking her head at me.
Say it.
I think I knew I was in my second act when I had the responsibility of a mortgage.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I knew, okay, things are going to change. Responsibilities are here now and, put the vodka down.
Is it because of being a creative? Because I've been freelance since I was 22, 23, and it's wild and it's a roller coaster, but is that when you felt the weight of responsibility?
Yeah, I think so. And then shortly after, I started a family and then you absolutely know you're in your second act. So, but it's a nice place. It's a nice, it's a nice feeling to have something and to have, I like having responsibilities. I like having that. It kind of keeps me in line.
You are now on the other side of being a wise woman.
I don't think I've ever been.
I feel like an auntie stroke elder.
Yes.
I think I've slid into that category.
Yeah.
It's time to wear that crown. I love it.
It's nice, but you can sit in it, can't you?
Yeah.
And enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think, in the first act, you tend to kind of people please a lot. You find in yourself, you're wanting to do well. You wanting to kind of find your feet. You want to be surrounded by good people, and you're always trying to make an impression. And of course, that comes into your second act. But you're a bit more kind of, you know yourself a lot better.
At ease. You don't need to chase the validation as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got some road under your tyres.
Yeah.
Can you tell us?
You like me, right?
I think you're amazing, and I want you to pick up the vodka. Pick up the vodka and let's go out.
Oh God, no!
Eve.
Those days are so gone.
Yeah. Oh, I used to love a vodka Red Bull. That was my drink of choice in the night.
Vodka Red Bull.
Vodka Red Bull. And I'm allergic to vodka. I only found that out.
Everything you're saying is making me fall in love with you even more. This is ridiculous.
It was a hooch and a vodka Red Bull in the 90s.
Oh my gosh.
I think we would have been mates back then.
We would have been mates.
Mates now.
I'm prison cell partners. Yes, we would have.
Can you tell us about your latest role in The Guest? What have you learnt from your character? And this is so exciting.
What have I learned from Francesca Sharp? Don't offer jobs out to strangers is what I've learned. I've learned a lot, actually. I really loved playing her. I loved the script, and I loved playing opposite Gabby Creevy. Is a really special character, really. These don't come along a lot. She's an iconic kind of woman that is constantly evolving and changing. She's like a chameleon. I mean, one minute she's taking you down one path where you feel very safe with this woman. You're going, oh, I understand her, I get her. And then she lets go of your hand. And then all of a sudden, you're in a very different territory with her. So she's got these elements where she's got great humour, but she's also incredibly dangerous. So she's got a real kind of chemistry set of somebody you can't pin down.
I love that, seeing real 3D different types of women being portrayed.
Yeah.
Because growing up in the 80s and 90s, it was all kind of cookie cutter. It was all kind of 2D flat. And to see a very interesting, complicated woman is delicious.
I love mess. I love seeing, mess. I think that because we are messy. Yes. We've all got flaws, and the flaws, sometimes are not celebrated. And I think when they are celebrated, we connect a lot better with people.
And then it gets messy. Because that's when it's interesting, and that's all drama when people...
So when we get to know you.
Yeah, I'd love to ask you about what it's been like to play a woman in midlife. How have you come to that? And because I mean, all of us, we have what I thought in the 80s of when someone was 40, it's like a grandma. How we were brought up. And now we know that's ridiculous. It's J-Lo swinging around a pole. Yeah. What was it like? Really, honestly. Yeah. What was it like playing a woman in midlife, and how did you approach it?
Obviously, everything is given to me in the script. Everything, the character's always there. And we just have to, my job is to mine that character the best way I possibly can. And Fran is, in her 40s, and she's stronger than ever. Physically, mentally, emotionally. So it's about, I don't know, representing women of a certain age. I've got no choice because I am that age, to be exactly what we are, which is fabulous.
And how do you connect to characters if you don't feel close to them? Because I always think that's really interesting.
Well, there's been a lot, the last 15 months there's been some great, I've done some great projects and I've loved them. And there's been, two in particular that are so out of my stratosphere that you've just got to tap into how they affect the other person in the scene. And that tells me who they are. And then never to shy away from something that I find difficult or I don't agree with or I don't understand. I have to lean into that. And there she is again. Yeah.
Do you have to put down your judgment? That's really interesting.
I think I try to be as non-judgmental as possible, and I just try and seek the truth. That's not just in my job. I try and do that in life. And that's good enough for me.
And has your perceptions changed as you got older and you become more midlife about how you approach portraying women who are older? Because I know I feel very differently.
Yeah, I think that age is smage. whatever that means. I just made that up on the spot. Whoever you are, whatever stage you are in life, you know, just be in it. And don't be apologetic for any of it. And just try and enjoy it and just try and find joy somewhere in that day, you know, and, you know, stay well and if you can, and stay healthy and have fun, for goodness sake. You know, fun is a big part of my life. You know, I try to bring fun up into the house. I try to bring fun onto the floor, you know, in the studio. And when you've got fun around you, it unlocks so much in people. You know, you get the best out of people. And I think whatever age you are, never stop having fun.
That is the ultimate ageless beauty, is when you can laugh.
When you can laugh, when you can enjoy somebody's company. And we're all self-critical and that's okay as well. You know, acceptance. Acceptance is key to kind of everything, isn't it? Accept that we're getting older, accept that that's the case, but have a laugh on the way.
Now, you're a mum to 3 lovely girls.
I am.
I've got twin daughters.
Oh.
How has your approach to motherhood changed in your second act? Because you've got age gaps between. And
I do.
Are you a different mum to different children based on your age, or how?
Yeah, I was fun with the first one. I'm knackered with the third one. That's all right. With your girls, I know that they're twins, but my girls are very, very different. So there's a different approach.
Oh, my girls are different too. They're chalk and cheese.
Are they really?
Oh, one's a corporate lawyer. One's going to join you at drama school. She's an actress.
Oh, my goodness.
Influencer. One is spreadsheets and is very neurotypical. One is neurodivergent like me. It's wild.
It's wild.
And you have to parent in different ways. So I get it.
Yeah, there's a management. There's different types of management. But they're I mean, I know they're mine, but they're wonderful girls. And I came to parenthood as an older mother. A geriatric, apparently.
Oh, I was borderline geriatric at 30.
What's that all about?
It's offensive. That's
If you're over, is it 33?
I was 33 when I had the girls, and they were like, "You're borderline geriatric." It's really gross, isn't it?
I know. Well, I was 43 having my last.
Yeah.
And
how were you treated? Because there's a lot of
Well, even-
stiffiness. There's a lot of...
well, no, I mean, even the staff, even the nurses and the midwives, we were laughing at, you know, the form still saying geriatric mother. You know, I was like, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Let's look at the moves. But it's ridiculous because we are having children later in life because we're having huge lives now. I think we're accomplishing so much in our lives now and doing what we want. And we are coming to motherhood later on because we are living healthier, better lives. And we do have big careers and, you know, and then it comes to, I'm ready for this now. I'm ready. And I was ready when I was 30. I think I was 31 when I had Matilda. And I love it. There's nothing more grounding than becoming a mum, I think. It really kind of brings everything into focus. Clean, sharp focus.
Oh, you have laser focus.
Yes.
Everything which doesn't really matter or was a bit nonsense.
Yeah.
It falls away.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired.
So you're tired. Yeah, but it is tiring, isn't it?
Yes, of course it is. At any age it's tiring because it is a full-time job.
It takes so much.
Yeah,
it takes
does.
so much.
But it's lovely.
It's the best job. So you had your first daughter at 31 and your last daughter at 43. What is the difference?
The difference is I can no longer do trampolining.
Oh my God. Trampoline parks.
Not for me. Not anymore. No, that would be awful.
You've retired from that.
I've retired from that. The difference between having Matilda in my early 30s and then having Mackenzie when I was 43, I think it's obviously I was just way more relaxed actually because I'd done it twice before and you know she was a healthy, beautiful little thing, and I just more chilled out, actually, really chilled out.
You're not as precious as with the first one, where you're pureeing everything. You want everything to be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, with the first, I mean, you know everything, isn't it? It's like you're in the journal books of day-to-day things of, right, we should be doing this, we should be doing that. It's like, I think it's called the Birth Bible or something like that. You're following it, going, right, I'm doing everything right. I'm doing, checking everything twice, 3 times, 4 times. Mackenzie, it's like, she awake?
That's you're right.
Yeah, you just become a bit more relaxed with it. And dare I say, I've enjoyed it more.
Yeah.
Because of that. Because of the influence that the girls have got on her as well. That the family is bigger and that we managed to do okay with the first 2, so the third one's okay.
Confidence.
Yeah, quiet confidence.
Quiet confidence.
Yeah. She's happy, I'm happy.
Yeah. I love
She's sleeping, I'm sleeping. She's eating, I'm eating. She's not eating, I'm still eating.
So true.
I'll eat it for her.
I'll eat it for you. Oh, bless. So you've been married to your husband, Bradley, for 12 years, but have been together for much longer than that. What is the secret to a happy, long-term partnership?
Going back to what I said earlier on, I think. Fun. Have fun.
If you're bestie.
My husband is my best friend. He is my backbone. He is my world. And we met when we were 16. We met. So going back to, not only did Hazel Williams kind of open the door to what I do as a career, she put me in that direction of the National Youth Theatre of Wales, that's where I met my husband.
So
she's got a lot to answer for.
She match-made, basically.
You know what I mean? She's got a lot to answer for. So I met Bradley there when I was 16. I just turned 16 by 2 weeks. Bradley was 18, and he was going to the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama. So he was in his 3rd year when I went into my 1st year. And we were friends for years and years before that.
You didn't get together then?
No.
That's good.
No. He was actually dating my housemate.
Hilarious.
And I had no, I shouldn't be saying this, but I had no attraction to the man whatsoever. We were like brother and sister in a way. We were really good friends. And then it kind of moved on to something else, and then we got together. But
How old were you when it transitioned?
I think I must have been, I was in my 3rd year, so I must have been 21, something like that, 21. And within 3 weeks we were living together. And that's been it for the rest of our lives. We've been with each other longer than we haven't. And he is a wonderful father, and he's a wonderful husband and a wonderful person.
That's so lovely. And it's something very special to grow up with someone, because I, with my ex-husband, we met at 19, first day of university.
Really?
And they become your family. And even though we've parted, and I'm on the other side of that, he will always be my family. But when it's a very special, rare thing when you meet someone very young. Do you feel that?
I think so, because you kind of grow together, and you make your little world together and your life together. And, everything from, and unfortunately I lost my parents, very close to each other within 14 months of each other. They both passed away. And, he did everything. He really looked after us all, and, he sorted everything with the funerals, and he's never not there. Like the guest went out last night and everything. And the first phone call I get, because I'm away doing press and stuff, and the first text I get is from him just going, whatever happens, I'm proud of you. And we've worked together as well. We did the RSC together, where we did play brother and sister. That was slightly odd. And they didn't know that we were even together. So we'd be cast together. And then obviously we did Keeping Faith together as husband and wife, which was great, actually.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, and I love the fact that he's proud of you, because I think so many marriages where you're both in the same profession, which can be really difficult. There could be competitiveness. So that isn't the case of that with you. And
no, I mean, I've never had anyone champion me more in my life than my husband. And I'm the same for him. I'm incredibly proud of him too, because when I'm away working, he's at home looking after, the priorities. He's looking after our beautiful children. And, he's got a far bigger, more important job than I'll ever have.
So you tag team?
We do tag team. Yeah, we do. We've always done that. One works and one stays at home. And that works for us.
I like that.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you've worked with Bradley on Keeping Faith.
Yeah.
What was that like? Were there any challenges?
I was going to say, now, I know I've bigged him up, but don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
This week he's going to kill me for saying this, we have invested in a nose strip. That's the secret.
Yes.
To a long marriage. Stop the snoring.
It's a lot.
That's the secret to a long marriage. Get the strip, and it works.
I think I was the snorer, to be honest.
Oh, really? Yeah. He goes, try them. I'm like, it's not a game. And I don't snore.
Yeah.
I'm perfect when I sleep. So I just waft and whistle.
So just those strips are the secret to a long marriage.
They've got like these little magnet things that go on. The strip goes across.
And it stops.
Looks ridiculous.
Doesn't matter.
But this stops it stops him blowing in the windows.
And when you were working together, how was that? Were the logistics of that more difficult? Because who's looking after the babies? I know. I ran a company with my ex-husband, and it was just wild.
Yeah, what we do is straight away we get the schedules and we go, how many, are we in on the same day and all of this? So it was a good job that he goes missing in Keeping Faith. He went missing to look after our children while I'm looking for him. Oh, and I'm going, leave him missing for another episode, please, because I need
He's in Waitrose. He's in Waitrose doing the food shop. That's where he is.
You know exactly where he is. He's a parent evening. No, nobody is.
That's hilarious. Yeah. I love that.
It's always a juggle.
It's a juggle.
Isn't it? It's always a juggle. It's always difficult. You're always trying to, make things work. Sometimes it doesn't, and that's all right.
And how has your approach to your relationship changed in your second act?
I think my appreciation has grown.
Ooh.
I think that's what it is. I think, he's such an established, brilliant actor, and I really admire Brad's choices, and my appreciation, I didn't think could grow bigger, but it has for him. Yeah.
I love that respect and a deep appreciation.
I do, yeah, very much so.
I read this quote saying that there's two types of love, and in my head, when you're young, love is like that explosive, fiery love.
Yes.
And then they said there's a different type of love, which is two sticks rubbing together and a slow smolder. Are you in the slow smolder with Bradley?
Listen, nothing makes me happier than sitting in my pajamas with Bradley on the couch watching Gogglebox.
That's goals, couple
Spring
goals.
Watch, Autumn Watch, Antiques Roadshow. We are, I'm not going to swear, pigs in pup. I'll put it like that. Happy, happy, happy. Just being at home, relaxing, good food.
Good food. I'm a foodie, yes.
That's where we're at now. We were ravers in the 90s, me and him. We were proper ravers.
Yeah.
Now, it's turn the music down.
That's when you know it's real, and that's happiness.
Turn the music down, chuck another log on.
Yeah. So you're
all right.
We're in the slow smolder. That's a
Check
good
the
spot.
pulse. You're all right.
I love that for you.
Put a mirror under the nose. Is he still breathing? Yes, he is. We're all right.
No strip, goggle box, PJs.
Welcome
good
to my
food.
life. It's me.
This is the good stuff. This is the good stuff. Are you excited to turn 50? And what has your 40s meant to you so far?
My 40s, a lot has happened in my 40s. I lost my mum, and thank you. And then I lost, and then I had a baby, and then I lost my dad. So 3 huge life-changing things have happened to me, and changed me in my 40s. So I'm feeling like I've started a new chapter of really living my life and appreciating it as much as I possibly can. Trying to do things that scare me. Trying to do things that I've told myself possibly in my first chapter that I can't or shouldn't do. And I hope my 50s would bring me to trust my instinct even more, and to push myself even more, and to enjoy what I have, not what I want.
Oh, I love that. Enjoy what I have, not what I want.
Yes, I try
Gratitude, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And that's, again, this is what my dad used to say about being in the now and enjoying today. Tomorrow will take care of itself, Just trying to be a little bit more like that.
And you appreciate things. It makes you happy.
Small
doesn't it?
things.
Yeah.
You know, small things like having your bath run for you. It's not a nice thing.
I love that's my
Or
favourite.
coming home and, you know, your dinner's made. Or
Are you acts of service? Have you heard of the 5 love languages? Have you heard of this?
what's this?
Oh, it's a game changer. It's how people receive and give love.
Okay.
And once you know it's so fascinating. So there's acts of service. So you're like me. Make me dinner, run me a bath. I'm
Yes.
happy.
Yes.
Cook for me.
Yeah. Don't put that in the tumble dryer.
Yeah. There is physical affection like hugs and kisses.
Yeah.
There's words of affirmation, which is like, you're wonderful. I really respect you. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you.
Yeah.
There is quality time, snuggles on the sofa, watch a
Yeah.
Gogglebot. And so it's like people have a mix of them and rank them.
Ah.
I taught my daughters this, and one of my daughters said, I won't judge you. And presents. But the other one is like people gift giving.
Yeah.
I said to my daughter, what's your love language? Tell me. And my one daughter said, quality time and hugs. And the other one said, tell me I'm amazing and buy me stuff. And I was like, no judgment. I love you. Thank you. And once you know that,
Ah, yes.
isn't it really interesting?
It is.
Because I could be hugging her all and she's like, yeah, whatever. It's like, oh no, you were well done on that school report.
Yeah,
Blah, 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 blah.
yeah.
Here's some pencils. That's how she receives my love. But so you are the acts of service.
Ah, well,
The biggie.
okay. I get it.
Esther Lauder is no stranger to the concerns of midlife and has supported women through the changes that our second act brings for nearly 80 years. As many women of my age know, your sleep patterns can dramatically be impacted by changes in your hormone levels, making a good night's sleep a thing of the past. Hello is partnering with Esther Lauder's Advanced Night Repair, Regime for the Night Shift, a campaign designed to help you achieve a better night's sleep through simple rituals and expert advice. A cult beauty buy, and one of my favourites, the serum has been a fixture on beauty editors' must-have lists for decades. And now, the Advanced Night Repair collection is a targeted set of products addressing specific skin concerns, including line reduction, skin smoothing, firmness, evening skin tone, and strength, hydration, and radiance. Esther Lauder's Advanced Night Repair collection, which helps repair the look of sleep-deprived skin, is a miracle bottled. What are you doing differently in your second act compared to your first act?
I think, what am I doing differently? More self-care.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah, more self-care.
What does that look like for you?
Running more. I've always trained. I've always been quite an active person because I've got quite a lot of energy. But I'm trying to just really look after myself. I mean, if I jumped up and down now, I would rattle with the vitamins and my bones.
Yes. Okay.
No, I'm just trying to be as healthy as I can and get more sleep. And you know, when you're young, you don't think about it because
Living well is not a priority.
it really isn't. It's
I
kind
want
of
to live well now.
Yeah, I do. I really love an early night. I really love my bath.
Yeah.
I have a bath every night and I love it. I love it.
It's downtime. It's mental downtime.
It really is.
What do you have in the bath? What products do you like to put in the bath?
I'm quite, I'm very precise on this. Magnesium flakes.
Yes.
Love them. Okay. And then a certain perfumery. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Joe Malone. I love the red roses. I
Yes.
love the red roses. And a red roses candle.
Yes.
And I love that.
I put the lights down. Sometimes
Yes.
I have whale music, Eve. You need to take it to audio.
Well, I just need to burst out a song and I've got whale music. So I literally sound like a whale.
Or I have Mariah Carey playing, and that's when my girls know, do not come a knocking because mummy's in the bath with Mariah Carey.
Don't come knocking.
And some candles
No.
and some Neil's Yard Remedy.
Absolutely.
Women's
you know
balance.
how to use a toaster. Right?
Literally.
Leave me here for 5
Feed
minutes.
yourself. Mummy's in the bath.
It's just a really nice...
So that's your is that a really sacred space that you create for yourself?
It is. And my daughter started to do it now. It's lovely. She has a bath every night and she loves it. And it's just a really nice... It's just a little time to process and to stop and think about the day, maybe think about tomorrow. But it's just, we have such busy lives, especially with the girls and everything. It's just you never, ever, ever kind of have a quiet moment or corner. And that is my quiet moment. That's my quiet corner. It's just that half hour in the bath when everybody's been fed, when everybody's, been snuggled in, when everybody's looked after.
You can look.
I just take that half an hour and it sorts me out.
You know that saying, like an empty cash point can't give out money.
Yeah.
But you have to top yourself up in order to
Yeah.
get the 20 quid out to everybody else. Yeah.
My best friend, she says, I'm going to go and put £5 in the tank.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
And then when she says she's putting £10 in the tank, I know she's knackered.
Oh.
So we've started saying, I need to go put £5 in the tank. So it's like a little nap.
I love that.
Or a little 10 minutes walk.
It takes the guilt away, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're like, no, I'm topping up because
And you go, if I can do this for 20 minutes, I know that I can give so much more back to you all.
Yeah. It's let me invest in me. Help me to help you. Help me to help you.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
What has been your biggest learning since starting your second act?
I would say come out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's been my biggest learn, and I'm trying not to be fearful of getting things wrong.
Are you a perfectionist, I'm feeling?
Uh,
I've got the disease to please with my moon rising and perfectionism.
yes.
Some people are perfectionists with their moon rising and disease to please. Some are both.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say? Do you relate to that?
Yeah, truthfully, yes, absolutely. I like. Look, my job, the DNA of it is to entertain, is to make people feel something, and hopefully, make people feel good. So that's kind of in my DNA. I like to see people happy, and I like to give. So I think my second act is still keep doing what you're doing, but also you're going to make mistakes, and that's absolutely okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. I try not to beat myself up about it. And when I feel myself beating myself about something that, might have happened or something I've done or whatever the case might be, or I'm not happy with something, I just put on my trainers and I go for a run. And that sorts me out as well.
So
Self-care is really important.
healthy self-care, yeah.
Yeah, an early night is really important. But also, a late night movie with your kids is important too.
Oh, snuggles are the best.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm watching
love
The
it.
Summer I Turned Pretty with my girls.
My daughter's obsessed with that.
It's good. We're season 3.
Have you seen it? You see, she watches it in the cut. We call it the kutch, right?
Okay.
Which is this little area in the house, and she watches it in there. And I come in and I hear it and everything, and I'm just like, "What is this? what is this?" And I'm there. I'm showing my age. I go, "Why are they speaking like that? Why don't I understand? Can you translate some of this for me, please?"
And it's a very good way to actually talk to your teen daughters through the teen. Oh, what do you think about the way he's treating her?
Yes.
It's a soft kind of after-school special
Oh,
moment.
she loves it.
Yeah.
She's really, really into it. But I tell you what, I introduced both my girls to, not the baby, because obviously it's age appropriate. But we started to watch, we went away, and I introduced them to Happy Gilmore.
Ooh.
And then, because obviously the second one has just been made, so they wanted to watch it, so we watched the first one. And I didn't think they'd get the humour.
But they did.
And they got the humour, and it was, they need to go back and have a little look at it being a 15.
Yeah.
Or a 12, I think, actually. It's 12.
Yes.
It was a 12.
Yeah.
I think, what was it? That's a 90s, isn't it?
Yes.
90s. It ain't a 12 anymore.
It
It ain't a 12
Different
anymore.
times, Eve. Different times. Yeah.
But that was a joy to do that, and sit and watch movies together.
Watch your movies from your youth with your kids. That's something very special.
It's great.
Because you learn how far you've come as well.
I know.
And who you were when you first watched them.
So
It's very, very different.
Yes.
And also to see who they are.
I know.
It's very interesting.
I know.
It's been, my girls are like, this is toxic. What is this, Mum? I was like, I was watching something like Gossip Girl or something.
Oh, yeah.
Old Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
And they were like, that's sexual assault. I'm like, no, he's just handsy. Chuck is just handsy. They're like, no, that's sexual assault. No. And it was so healing because I was like, the things we put up with.
Oh, yeah.
When we're like, oh, he's just a bit of a perv, he's a bit handsy. No, honey, that's sexual assault. That's date rape. That's
absolutely.
And it makes you see in one generation how different we are. So it's really interesting. And I'm so glad they're empowered and we've come so far. It's so different.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's really healing in so many different ways.
Yeah. And we are educated by them.
All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I know.
They are our teachers, I think. Children can teach you so much, can't they?
Yeah.
But I would like to ask you if you could share some of your advice, a teachable moment, to your younger self. If you can go back in time to your first act self or to our listeners, what advice would you give? What would you say? What have you learnt?
I would say to my younger self, celebrate your flaws. Celebrate, where you're from and who you are. And nobody's perfect. The things that I was insecure about growing up are the things that really define you, is who you are. And I would just say, this is my mother again, play the cards you dealt.
Oh, your parents found it fascinating, and they live on in you.
Yeah.
And you are sharing their beauty and wisdom with everyone listening, and that never goes away.
Oh, that's very kind. That's very kind. They did. They used to have some great kind of philosophy, but filterless, the pair of them.
I like that though. They sound brilliant, but like
they were wonderful.
So deal. What is it? Handle the card you're dealt.
Yeah. Play the cards you've been dealt, and just enjoy. And try and. I think also being self-employed is a different thing, because it's entirely on your shoulders of where you're going and how you're able to live your life. And
motivation.
Yeah, motivation and also, the knockbacks, how do you get back up?
Do you think being Welsh helped? How has that shaped your career and how you think about yourself and
being a Welsh woman?
Yeah. Culturally, do you feel how has that helped? I know I have my mum's from Trinidad, my dad's Nigerian. I was brought up in London, and it does shape you in a different way culturally.
It certainly does. I mean, I'm from a really tight knit community.
Okay.
My best friend, we started school together when we were 3.5.
Oh. And you're still friends?
Yeah, we're still we're sisters.
Yes.
There was always somebody there. There was always, if you went home and your mum wasn't home yet, you'd knock your neighbour's house and you'd go and have tea there.
Yeah.
And it was all that. There was
community.
There was a community and a love and a real sense of responsibility for each other. Everybody looked after each other, and that is kind of, I guess, who I am as a person. I always kind of want to make sure that everyone's okay. I always want to feel part of something like that community, or as an actor, you want to feel part of that cast and that crew and that production. So yes, it lives on and through me, yes.
Yeah, I love that. One of my best friends is Welsh Lebanese. Very similar.
Oh.
Food, community.
Yeah.
She's Welsh and she's a Habibi at the same time.
Yeah.
both her mum and dad, they both saw that in each other. It's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that warmth and food and community and being togetherness.
Absolutely. And I think Wales, we tend to be a nation of storytellers, and very creative. It's a very creative culture. So yes, I hope I have.
You're making Wales proud. You're waving that flag. I
hope it comes through me somehow. I hope it does.
Thank you for being so open and honest, because so many people are going through what you're going through, where you lose your parents, which sounded. I can't imagine having a baby and then losing both your. It's just awful. You're grieving. You're a new mum. How did you get through that? How did you get through that grief of losing your parents? The practical logistics of it while parenting. You said Bradley was there for you, but what was that like? For any advice for people going through that, because it's a process, not just emotionally, but logistically and emotionally and physically. How did you get through?
I think the truth of it is not very well.
And that's okay.
Yes, it is, absolutely. Because I think grief is different for everybody, and you handle it differently. But I think that my experience was that it happened so quickly and so out of the blue, that
You didn't see it coming. It wasn't like an illness.
no,
So
didn't see it coming.
that's shocking. So
Really, really shocking, and we'd buried Mum, and it was, I think, 2 weeks later I found out that I was pregnant with Mackenzie, and so I guess the answer to your question is I didn't deal with it, and I haven't dealt with it. And that's the truth, and I'm happy to say that, because that's just my process. But having Mackenzie grow inside of me put me in a position that I had to look after myself, and that I had to stay well, and that I had to keep moving forward. And that was after Mum had passed, and it was like Mackenzie became this symbol of life. We'd gone through this dark patch, this horrendous patch, and she was just this symbol of light and love and hope, and we all clung on to her, and we called her the gift. You know, she was the gift from my mum to keep us all moving forward and happy and healthy. No, absolutely not. And so she arrived, and she was kind of this huge medicine for us all, and it kept us all kind of going and happy and moving forward, because we have to move forward. We have to move through grief, and we have to kind of just work a way around it. And sometimes it's a minute at a time, sometimes it's an hour at a time, sometimes it's a day at a time. It hits me sometimes like a tsunami. It pins me and I can't get back up. And then, you know, and then I've got to do something for the kids, or I have to go into work, or I have to do an interview or something, and you pull back out of it. But it is the hardest, it's the most difficult thing that's ever happened. Of course it is. And it would be for anybody, but you have to find a way through. And I use my running. I have my family to keep me busy and occupied. But I have the moments where I pop back into it. And then we lost Dad very, very suddenly after the baby was born. So again, it was like I was then breastfeeding. So I was just holding this baby the entire time, and she was so healing. And it was a precious time, a really precious time. So she was our little gift and our little healer, and got us through it.
Love is a medicine, isn't it?
Love is a medicine.
Yeah.
And family and friends, gosh, I didn't realise the love I have for my friends.
Your friends get you through.
My goodness me, the love I have for my friends from experiencing what me and my entire family experienced in those 3 years. The 3 years, I think, that tried to kill me.
Yeah.
The love from my friends and the what they gave me, I will be forever grateful for.
Did you lose any friends?
No, I didn't. My friends absolutely suffocated me with love, and
You've got hardcore.
Oh,
because some people you see who your people are, and sometimes
absolutely.
grief, people go, don't bleed on me, and they go.
Yeah.
So you're very lucky.
We were side by side, and I will be profoundly grateful to them for the rest of my life. You know, so it's brought us even closer together, and that's the positive stuff that's come out of grief, is that I know the people in my life are always going to be in my life.
And they are your family. Your friends
They're
become your family.
They're my
they?
sisters. They're absolutely my sisters, yeah.
and grief comes in waves. That's really interesting what
It
you
does.
said. Because I've lost my father, but we were never very close. So
Okay.
half of the grief is grieving the relationship I wish I had with him.
Yes.
And that will, you know, once he passed away, it will never.
No.
That was really sad. That chapter is really closed.
Yeah.
And it is waves, and it's so true. You can be doing something. Well, I saw an Instagram TikTok of a father and daughter like doing a funny, and I just was like in floods of tears.
Yes.
So that was never going to be me, and it never will be now.
Yeah, it strikes
And
a
it's
chord.
waves,
Yeah,
waves of grief.
Yes, it is. It's that's the beast. That's the beast. It'll just climb up onto you and it'll hold you for a while and then it'll just disappear. But the key for me has been keeping really active, keeping really busy.
Movement, like physical and mental.
Running.
And
Running is great for me. But also, I think as hard as it is to talk about grief, and believe you me, it is one of the hardest things. This is the first thing I've ever, had openly talked about it.
Thank you for sharing with us. I really appreciate that.
No, thank you. But it's the hardest thing of grief is accepting it. Accept that this is happening and you feeling like that, and going, it's not going to stay forever and it will pass. And tell, the hardest thing for me has been able to say Brad or one of my friends, say, I'm struggling. Today I'm struggling. Today they're on my mind. Today I wish I'd done things differently, or, today I'm feeling it. And suddenly when you say it and it's out in the open, it's like, it's like sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's better out than in.
Better out than in. It's so true.
You've got to get it out. And when it's out, if something happens to you, physically, mentally, something happens to you that you go, I'm glad I let that go.
It's a release.
It is.
My friend said, only happy girls cry. Which is...
That's good.
And I was like, because I never cried for years, I was so repressed.
Yeah.
And she goes, only happy girls cry because it's out.
Yes.
You move on.
Yeah.
I'm sad. I'm out. I've expressed it.
Yes.
And I move on.
Yeah, I'm not trying to fight it.
I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to roll around in it. And
Yeah.
then once it's gone, I can move on. Then you're happy.
Yeah.
And I thought, God, that's so happy girls cry. Get it out. Like sick.
Another one my dad used to say was, flowers don't grow in the dark.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, he says, flowers don't grow in the dark. If you've got something to say it. If something's on your mind, say it. God, don't keep it to yourself because nothing will grow.
Yeah.
So get it out there and let it blossom.
And I think, thank you for sharing all of this wisdom, because you're going to help so many people. Because also we're all very British. We don't talk about we don't talk about grief. We don't talk about these things.
We don't.
And we don't have these conversations usually.
I think it would help people. I think it would help me if, it was. It's because it's not an easy thing to talk about, and it's to articulate. To be articulate about grief is really tricky. But I think if we can fear it less.
What would have
talk
been
about it
helpful
more.
for you? Like if someone had come around with a casserole and had a chat with you, or like what did your friends do that was helpful to help you?
Probably just be there. And that was it. Sometimes we wouldn't speak. Sometimes just go for a walk. And that was lovely, That was a lovely thing to do because it was calming, and it didn't have to be anything or pretend to be anything, or, just be in the moment and allow it to happen.
Yeah.
Allow the grief to just to be with you, to sit with you for a while, and then be reassured that it will leave you.
It's time for your second act, where we read emails and voice notes sent in by you, my wonderful listeners. And this week we have a voice note by Anna.
Hi, Ateh. Please, can you help? My daughter wants me to buy her a bottle of vodka to go out with her friends. She's 14, and apparently everyone else is going to have something to drink, and she doesn't want to be the only one rocking up without anything, and I'm sure she'll get her hands on it somehow, and I just morally it feels really wrong. What should I do? Should I help her with that, or should I put my foot down and say absolutely not? Really appreciate your help. Thanks.
Ooh, that's a tough one, because we've got teen girls, and it is that thing of, personally, I would say no to buying a bottle of vodka. Like, would you like some cigarettes to go with that, love? No, there's has to be a point. What do you think?
Hard. No.
I'm a hard. Yeah, I'm not buying you vodka.
No, absolutely not. We were at a wedding actually a couple of weeks back, and everybody was handed a glass of champagne to toast the bride and groom. And my daughter is 15; she's not even 16 yet. But granted, does look a lot older.
Yeah, they all do, don't they?
Yeah, could look past for an 18-year-old. So they popped a glass of champagne in front of her. And bless her heart, first thing she did was, push it away and pushed it towards this guy.
Mama can handle that for you.
Cleared it off. And she just wasn't kind of interested. And I thought, but there was a moment where I thought, what if she had clinked it and had a drink? And I don't know. I think all these different times, all these different things, the transitioning into these different stages, I find really tricky and difficult. And I say that, and I say I'm not quite sure I have the answer for this at the moment. But I think when it comes to alcohol and 14-year-olds,
young, isn't it?
From my experience, in my world, in my life, my family, that wouldn't be happening. No, I think the only
buying a bottle of vodka seems very hardcore.
No,
to be French and have a sip of wine at the table with
if
your
you want to
family
have a
is
glass of
one
wine with
thing.
your family, that's fine. But one of the mums at the school with my daughter said there was a party and there was going to be alcohol, and how did we feel about it? And I said, well, you have to trust your child at the end of the day. You have to say you can go to whatever party you want to go to, and I'm trusting you. So you be mature and you make the decisions for yourself, if you can. Because there's consequences. And in this day and age, there's phones and cameras and social media, and the consequences are that if something does happen, it doesn't go away. It stays there.
Forever.
Yeah, and it can be destroying for young people. And you don't want to be living in that kind of, under that pressure.
Yeah.
I would suggest, with a chat, and I would suggest a bottle of Coca-Cola and a Minto. Chuck it in, let it explode, and you have a little volcano.
And say that's what's going to
Fun
happen.
times.
I love that.
That's happening at my 16-year-old's birthday
Just do that.
That's it.
Thank you so much for coming on Second Act. It has been such a joy and pleasure to have you on. I was looking forward so much to this chitty chat, and you are just wonderful, and thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. I've loved it. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for listening. If you've got a dilemma or question you need answering, email me at secondactpod@hellomagazine.com. And don't forget to rate us if you enjoyed the show. And you can find all the best Second Act wisdom from our experts via the Hello Magazine website. And I'll see you next week.